Let's do it.
2 minutes early.
Oh, wow. Oops. I already hit the button. Can't go back now. Hello, hello, hello. We're getting spooled up a couple minutes early here. I didn't realize what time it was. I thought it was time to go. It was a wee bit early, though, which is fine. Better early than late, right? Hey, Ellen, good to see you there. Hey, Candy, thanks so much for the share. Greatly appreciate that. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We are just getting started. Just getting started here. Hey, Gemma, hello. With the share also. Thank you, Gemma. Greatly appreciate that. Favorite tasty beverage, Ellen? Dr. Pepper Zero. Do you get into the Dr. Pepper Zero, like the cherry vanilla, cherry Dr. Pepper Zero stuff? Emmy, hello there. Tony Spark, Bush Latte. I dig it. Hey, 1973 iced coffee. Is it like just black iced coffee, or do you do like an iced, like a sugary, tasty one? Can be hard to find, Ellen. We actually had some cans of, was it cherry vanilla, Dr. Pepper Zero? Say it again. Strawberries and cream, Dr. Pepper Zero? I didn't even know such a thing existed. She says it's delicious. Hello, Juliet. Good to see you. Terabyte raspberry tea. Brannigan Minority, an old-fashioned. You know, I have never had an old-fashioned. We don't really drink, but I think I would like it. I have a feeling I would really enjoy it. Hey, Drea, Andromeda Amber, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. Candy Thunder, of course. Almost frozen Diet Coke. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Hey, Veg for Life made it. Heck yeah. Surge, Bill. Do they still make Surge? That came out when I was in middle school. Wow, that was a thing. Yeah, Shannon Cross, it's iced protein coffee. Wow, Gemma. Chocolate fudge brownie frappe. That sounds dangerous. Catherine, hazelnut oat milk shaken espresso. You know what? I'm down for all of that. Yep, that's right up my alley. Right up it. Hey, Sarah Ann Cordova with the share there. Thanks so much. Hey, Fane, good to see ya. Mango Pepsi. Have not tried that. Ooh, Ellen can't do the strawberries and cream anything. I hear you. I mean, it's tasty, but I hear you. Hey, Ben, thanks so much for the share. Fane, thank you for the share. Greatly appreciate it. Sergeant Mac, hi, good to see ya. Chris, frozen margaritas. Yeah. Christina. Heck yeah. This one's for Christina. Happy gosh heckin' birthday to you. Happy gosh heckin' birthday to Christina. We'll go back to our other song now. Happy hum day for you. Bell for alcohol, though. Forgotten boardwalk Mexican coffee. Funnel cake cream ale. They need a longer title, I think. It's not long enough. Megan Carroll, happy hum day to you as well. Joyful Stranger, Red Bull Spritzers. Have not tried that either. Zoe, thank you for the share. Greatly appreciate that. Thane came back out, but it's not the same. Oh, the Surge? SOS Frappe all the way. Caden Thunder, you found some Surge a couple years ago? I have not seen it. Amy with the share, thanks so much for that. Alan with the iced protein coffee every morning. Smirnoff Ice, Candy Thunder, really? 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 You know what? I have the likes goal active. I just didn't have it displayed there. Here we go. We got a goal of 600K today. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Thanks for the heads up there. Tree Witch, we're just getting started. Just now getting started. Only been up a couple minutes. A&W root beer in a bottle. You know, the A&W like cream soda in a bottle too. I understand it's liquid candy and it's terrible for you, but cold in a bottle, glass bottle, heck yeah. Tracy, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. Came back for a limited time around 2020, Surge. Willow says, hey, Mava Loves made it to a TikTok, heck yeah. Ooh, Chelsea Stevens, Topo Chico? I haven't heard of that either. Coffee, just coffee, it's life. Kimberly P, Malibu Sunset or Tequila Sunrises. We did a Mally, like when I was a kid. We'd get the big old, like crushed ice from Sonic. We'd get Malibu rum and Dole Pine Orange Banana Juice. And that was our jam. There's our jam cream soda. I'm telling you, it's so good, but just like straight up candy. Almost frozen Coke candy right there. And he also cold Diet Coke. Alexa, strawberry lemonade. You know, I never got into lemonade. I don't know what it is, but I can't hang with lemonade. Cold water in the middle of the night, Selena. I'm down for that too. I drink more water now than I ever have. Sergeant Mac, back when it was a thing, wasn't attracted to him before, but after. What was after? Mug root beer, best root beer ever. Barks is pretty damn good. It's got bite, right? Silver Dollar City frozen lemonade. Now frozen lemonade's a different thing. And actually, like is it like a cream lemonade they have at Chick-fil-A? Yeah, and that's really good. Yeah, it's like an ice cream lemonade mix thing, and they have a diet version. It's really good. One of those indescribable things. I get it. Ashley, listening while you drive with your dad, subjecting him to the fam. Hey, Ashley and Ashley's dad. Be safe. Safe travels out there. Barks is the only root beer with caffeine. That's what I was thinking, Dana. Or Melissa, yeah. Adult, any kind of beverage. Yeah, this water's probably my number one right now, but that's a close number two. The Monster Rehab Wild Berry. It's just damn good. I only have how many? No, we're not going to get into how many per day of these I drink. That's a dangersome conversation. 3, you think? I'll let you keep thinking that. I won't ask how much Diet Coke you drink. I also won't ask how many Diet Cokes you waste by exploding them in the freezer. Too far. I got the glare for that one. Mountain Dew slushy. Ebro Hooky finally working from home again. The stream kept messing up in the office. Damn that office internet. Damn it. Iced tea, but NW style. What's NW style iced tea? Polly 49, never had alcohol. That's probably a good thing. We already choosing violence. It happens. It happens. We don't drink not because we're opposed to it, just because we never have time. There's always that time cost of after you drink that we have to take into account, and we're like, it's just not gonna happen. Brea, we are just getting started. You're good. Angry Orchard, yeah, Angry Orchard is good. Kristen Pickle, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. We try to be. Strawberry soda float, Kristen Museum Girl. You know what? Strawberry soda, that's up there. That's damn good. It's hard to find though, like the Fanta strawberry. They used to have it on the fountain at Quick Trip, and then they stopped carrying it. You make me sad. Grape soda? Yeah. Caden Thunder says the grape soda is damn good. Angel hot apple cider with sparkling Moscato. Oh, that actually sounds pretty good. Amber, your social drinker, family life keeps you from being social. Yeah, that's probably part of what it is. I mean, if we get out to a social event where we're supposed to be drinking, we might. Limeade, yeah. You know what? Sonic's Diet Limeade is actually really good. It doesn't taste like a diet thing. Italian cream soda, Oppo, yeah. If we go to a place that serves those, I'm down. But if you go to like Johnny Carino's or something, you know, it's just like their Italian soda, and then they take like half and half and pour it in it. Barks, yeah. A grape soda float. Overkill meal, a hangover with a toddler at home is one of Dante's levels of hell. Agreed. Even before we had her, though, it's like our schedule's so busy. We still have a Carino's. Yeah, it's a Carino's with a Famous Dave's barbecue, like inside too. It's interesting. I'm not sure that I understand it. Hey, Allison and Luna, Grim, Shiloh May, thanks so much for the love there. Summer Zun, Ash, Just another fit tick, Julie. Fit chick. Sorry, no, I said like fit tick. I don't know. Words are hard. Julie Sollers and Shiloh May, new members of the fam, courtesy of Angel. Welcome to the Gosh Heckin' fam, and thank you so much, Angel. Greatly appreciate that. Shiloh May, Brooke Binkley, Candy Thunder sending the gift through with the lightning bolts. Gene Wicks, Brooke Binkley again there. Ellie Dove, Drea, Jill, Minionsden, Jerry Lee Go Forth, Anise Moon, Susan R.S. Sargent, Mac. 1,000 bolts, bro. Heck yeah. Susan R.S., Ambrella Hickey, MJ Newcomb, Justina, Robin Hazen, Quartz Book Doc, A Flower, Janet Prep Girl, SOS, Fane, Julius, Tony Spark, Callie Knight, Prep Girl again there, Whimsy, Carol Jaworski, Julius. We've got Bree Baby, a new member of the fam here as well. Welcome to the Gosh Heckin' fam. Ann M. Bracker, Megan Carroll, Chris, Fane, Andromeda Amber, you guys are awesome. Janine, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate the love there. 2021-01, 2132. It's still moving out of 3K to get Candy Thunder up here to get us started here. We're going to go ahead and get started with some intro notes here. Welcome to the Gosh Heckin' stream this Wednesday, May 15th, which, by the way, tomorrow, May 16th, is our anniversary. We had plans to do. Did you just shoo my kiss away? This is not catching a kiss. This is deflecting a kiss. I'm hurt. No, you already batted it away. You can't catch it after you've batted it away. It doesn't work like that. It's like on the floor now. I'm hurt. It's our anniversary. Thank you guys so much for the love. Greatly appreciate that. We had plans. I think we're going to be spending our weekend loading debris into a dumpster now. At least one of the days for the weekend. That's what you were talking about. Yeah. One of the days is still good for an adventure. Don't take that away. Okay, good. We're still going to celebrate this weekend. Thank goodness. I thought the whole weekend was gone for debris cleanup. We did finally. We actually got a visit from our insurance adjuster last night. Ball is rolling on that front, and apparently our claim was like kicked to a different state and somehow got lost in the mix. So that explains a lot, but the ball is actually rolling on that now. So thank goodness. Just knowing that the process is moving is a huge relief for us, no matter what it brings. Hey, we hit that bolt goal. Let me give some thanks for that real quick, and then we'll get Candy Thunder up here. And we'll get an official start, rocking and rolling. In the number one spot, Sergeant Mac. That 1K. Got you there, man. Heck yeah. Overkill Mill, Brooke Bankley, Anise Moon, Fane, Willow, Duggar3, Susan R. Smart, Exiled Tinkerbell, Anna Hartman, Sapphires, Bay Fox, Candy Thunder. Thanks, sir. You Wilsoned that thing right over, didn't you? Julius, Prep Girl, Tony Spark, Robin Hazen, MJ Newcomb, Brooklyn, baby, Mama Joe, Fallen Devil, Justina, RJ McHale, Jerry Lee Go Forth, Salty Shellback Creative, Violet Green, and Andrea Hernandez. Thank you all so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. We're going to get our next one set up. The next one is going to unlock Tony Spark and a cake story. Tony Spark and cake story. What are we doing? We're doing okay. We are going for High Bears. High Bears, pinning it. There we go. Okay, we're good to go there. Let me get through the rest of the notes and we'll get Candy Thunder up here to chat with us for a moment before we start diving in on official stories here. Coming up, we have stories about husbands failing on Mother's Day, mother-in-law babysitting drama, Delulu roommate fees, uninvited girlfriends, blended family office drama, cake stories, and a 3 chili pepper spicy story. That sounds so spicy. It's a 3 chili pepper spicy story?
I use chili peppers to
that's how you described it. Okay, so yeah.
They are to Tony if I give him one.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get her up here, and then we'll get through the rest of the notes here. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the lovely and extremely understanding. That's why I'm still here today. Candy Thunder. Oh my God, it's Caden Thunder. It's Caden Thunder.
I'm like, what did you do? What am I understanding about? Is it all the sound stuff? You guys, this man soundproofed his whole desk.
Soundproof? No.
He put up sound panels above us and over here because Tony and I talk too much. He brought it. He did buy a truck.
That was a long time ago.
We don't talk about
It was a long time ago.
We don't talk about
But interestingly enough, last night we had one of those moments where Navy Thunder was being Navy Thunder, and she like pranced out of the room, and we both look at each other, and she's like, "What have we done?" And I'm like, "Why did I have to buy that damn truck?" Because the truck is what started the whole conversation back about doing IVF, and that led to Navy. So really, the truck is what triggered that whole process.
That is true. But Navy is Navy. She's just going to be a wild child. Like, there is no doubt about that. But she's just the cutest thing. Like, really just the cutest. Like, yeah. I just can't handle it sometimes. Like, it's just so, she's just so damn cute.
And she's talking like a grown up now because she's around adults and teenagers all the time. So she came out into the living room this morning and said what? In
what
like
was it?
The most adult way. Oh no, my daddy has disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah. Just full, like, just, it's just so cute.
She asks if things are fragile.
Yeah.
But like every other trait, she has that extreme and then the other extreme. Yeah. There's no in between. She just plays games of extremes. It's interesting.
I will tell you that she told me that she didn't love me because I brushed her hair.
There's the other side.
And I'm like, it hurts. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel like they're just looking for control when they feel like they don't have any. And fixing her hair and brushing her teeth is something that she has to do. So I tried to explain it to her, and then she just gets more angry when you try to explain it. So it is what it is.
I don't understand. Like, is it hardwired? Like when kids are born to go for the jugular with their words?
Speaking about hardwired, in my kids, yes. In the ones that I have personally produced, we're mean. We're bred to be mean. It's not a great way to say it.
Speaking of, yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say.
It's like 2 seconds.
I know. You
said, speaking of.
It's there. It's there, but it's not there anymore.
Oh, okay.
It slipped away. It
does.
I do. My mom said, I've always loved you, but there was a point in time where I did not like you. And I'm like, okay, accurate. Oh, so the other night, Ava, who is full-on teenager, her and Kieran are full-on teenage girls. But Ava couldn't find something. And when she can't find something, it's like she like gets mad that she can't find it. So she stomped off, and he's like, Dustin said she's going to teach Navy that behavior to stomp off and go to her room. And I was like, trust me when I tell you this, no girl has to be taught how to stomp off to their room. I promise you that it is just, it's in there. It's hardwired from the moment that we're born. No one has to teach a girl how to be sassy.
And my response was, I understand that no one has to teach her, but someone is teaching her. So she sees it. She's more likely to emulate it, right?
Right. Yeah, we're born dramatic. It's just the way that we are.
It's complicated.
But it's true. I was like, trust me, Navy on her own will have figured out how to stomp off to her room because she gets it. It's just how it is.
I don't get it.
She's still a daddy's girl, though.
Sometimes.
That's what I said. I was like, Ava is... And Ava will pick on Navy like siblings would pick on each other. And I tried to just let it go and let Navy get frustrated because I honestly feel like that environment is good for kids to have. I feel like it's good for Navy to have that sibling behavior where she does get not picked on, but like razzled.
Having
is that a word?
Yeah, having siblings is great training for like conflict management, right? It teaches you how to deal with problems.
I feel like Kieran and Brady and Ava, they were all really the same age, and so they had that.
Yeah,
they had that going for them. And Caden would get annoyed by the 3 younger ones. So
Yeah, we are most definitely a blended family.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Yes. 5 kids. I'm trying to
3, 2. Well, 3, 1, 1.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Sassafras.
Sassafras, that's for sure. That is for sure.
We call her a stinker or booger, and I don't know why. Like booger came about, we just called her that. But when she's trying to be funny, she'll go, "You little stinker," just like that with her hands on her.
Munchkin voice.
Yeah, it's just so cute.
Yeah,
I love it. All right, I think that's. One note is I did add events to the Facebook group. So if you are in the VIP Facebook group, you can subscribe to those events to make sure you get notifications that way too. I know that he met with another tech subscriber people today, and so I know that that's in the works. But if you are still missing out on notifications and you are in that VIP group, you can go subscribe to those events to get notifications. And they do work, because I got it about 50 minutes before the live started today.
Nice.
So, bye, guys.
Awesome. Caden Thunder, ladies and gentlemen. Love you tighter. Oh, yeah. The my phone does that like a slideshow of all the photos that I have on there. There's a cute one of Navy as a wee little chunk there. I don't think I can bring my phone up that far. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. There she is. Little chunk. Hey, Akizadana, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. Also, Christopher Alderson, Prep Girl, Steph, Christian Museum Girl, Brooke Binkley, Mother of Cryptids, Lucy, KJ, Anise Moon, Luna Rose, RJ McHale, Tony Sparks, Susan RS, Gumi Hosan. We've got Adventures with Pam, Cat Mom, Ayla Robertson, June. Thank you so much, Kellyanne, Willow, Dark Romance Lover, Fane, Tony Spark again there, Sergeant Mac, Little Red Corvette Girl, Amber L, Hickey, Jackie, or Jacques, Vanessa Rivera, Adventures with Pam again there, Susan, or Sharon S, RJ McHale, Cat Mom, Amanda Chaudry, Diana Lee. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate the love there. I'm sure I'm missing some, but we will bounce back to that. 9:43 at 2K. Already, you guys are getting rocking here. A couple quick notes before we get started. Make sure you're subscribed on the YouTube side if you're not already. I know you hear me say it all the time, but trust me. Just trust me. Piano Man audiobook is is now available on audiobook. We've talked about that quite a bit as well. If you're an audiobook lover, go check it out. We'll be using some of the download codes as prizes today for the Wheel of Thunder, which is made up of the top 10 gifters from today's live, 2 new members of the Storm and 2 existing members of the Storm, actually plucked by finding members who joined on this day in history. So we found a way to mix that up a little bit more, and we will get rocking through with that. Candy Thunder mentioned the calendar events, or the actual events on Facebook that are made. So VIP members, now you can RSVP to that, and that will make it a little bit easier. Also, yes, I did have a meeting today with the new SMS provider. We are going to migrate to that. It's probably going to take 30 days for us to get through that whole process. So we'll keep you posted on that and what needs to happen. But I explained to them the troubles that we're having with what we're doing right now, and they understood completely. And they have a strengthened international SMS as well. So we're going to be able to use one place to do everything, and it's going to work out great. Did you have a note?
Yes. Will you let them know what the VIP group is?
Yeah, questions about what the VIP group is. So members of the Storm, which are the paid subscribers on the TikTok side, and members of the Thunder Crew, who are the paid subscribers on the YouTube side, both have access to a group on Facebook. That is a private group called the Dusty Thunder VIP group. We interact with that group probably more than anything anywhere. And it's also a community that is really, truly a community that's built up and engages with each other a lot. So that is definitely something that if you become a paid subscriber, you definitely want to join. There's a lot of benefit to being a part of that. Reminder today. Keep chat positive and respectful. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion, and we don't all have to agree, but it costs absolutely nothing to be a decent effing human being, otherwise known as a DFHB. No spoilers, please. Spoilers will be muted from the live. And finally, get out your brooms. You know what to do. See, Meredith, it doesn't show the little storm icon next to your name there. So if you do get get signed up. I should send one to you. Now, if you sign up as a member of the Storm and you have like a private profile, one that I can't just like send you a connection request immediately and start messaging with you. If messaging is private for you, you may have like a message request from me, and I have to get that approved by you before I can DM with you. So you may look out for that kind of thing. All right, let's get rocking and rolling here, shall we? Our first story of the day. Before I get into that, we're at 1,200 of 2K on the high bear goal. I got a note from my producer over here. Here we go. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you. This one comes from the AITAH subreddit and is titled, Husband Says You Aren't My Mother, So I Don't Have to Celebrate You on Mother's Day. Boy, no husband has ever found his way to an early grave by saying that before, have they? I think I'm pretty sure it's in the book of like husbandry for dummies that you get whenever you become a new husband. They tell you not to do that. Not to screw it up. Also, don't say you're overreacting. It's not a big deal. There's a lot of things that are no-nos. This is one of them. It's not smart. Background, I have been married to my husband for 2.5 years. I have 3 children and 3 stepchildren. Not only is it Mother's Day, but also my mother's birthday. His mother's birthday was last week. I thought of the present, bought it, planned a dinner for her, ordered it, and bought the cake. She wanted to celebrate with her 98-year-old mother today. I did the same thing for my mother today. He vacuumed before my parents came over, grilled the steaks and salmon, and helped clean up after dinner. That is it. I showed up for all of my stepkids' performances, games, and school events. I planned their birthday parties and buy all of their presents, same with Christmas. I remind him of all these events. He rarely even knows what I get them. I do the same on any important holidays for him. Birthday, anniversary, Valentine's, Father's Day, and Christmas. Hardly anything happened for me today. 2 of my kids said Happy Mother's Day. My 11-year-old stepdaughter also said it and gave me a very cute jar of all the things she loves about me. My 16-year-old son told me the present he bought won't come until tomorrow. My 13-year-old daughter told me that she asked my husband by text to help her with several things, and he never responded. When she had asked me what I wanted, I told her updated pictures for my office, knowing it would be expensive to just print. Sorry, words are hard. When she had asked me what I wanted, I told her updated pictures for my office, knowing it wouldn't be expensive to just print some of our favorite photos, and it would mean a lot to me. I was disappointed. I was disappointed that all I asked of my 18-year-old son was to take a new picture with me, and he couldn't be bothered. I was disappointed that my husband told me that you are not my mother, and I didn't do anything for my kid's mother, so why would I do something for you? The kid's mother who he's divorced from now, right? Starting to see why that happened. I am hurt and I feel bad for feeling hurt. I feel selfish. He did help with dinner, but all I would have liked would have been a happy Mother's Day from him and maybe a card. Bonus points if he could understand that helping the 13-year-old print some pictures would mean a lot to her and me. That would have made me feel valued and special. I don't need a spa day, breakfast in bed, being celebrated every moment like my mother or like my brother does for his wife. And I'm so happy for her that he does that. That isn't my husband's personality. I would never expect that. But is it too assholey to just want a little understanding and appreciation for all the things I do for all of our kids, even if it is a commercial holiday? He says that I'm mean and an asshole for being upset. I didn't yell and scream, just cried and didn't want him to cuddle me to ease his own anxiety. Wow. All right, OP's comments here. 1, in the past, I told him it was important to me, and he did help facilitate presents with the kids, and he told me Happy Mother's Day and made me feel special. He isn't a very thoughtful guy in his own, but if I say something, he will step up for a time. I didn't say anything this year because I thought he would have done something based upon years past, and also because we have been at a very good place recently. I guess it hurts more because of that. 2, overall, we have a good relationship. He loves to cook, so he does most of the cooking because while he works full time, most days he leaves the house around 10 a.m. and is back by 2 p.m. I want that full-time job. 10 to 2? All right. He has a decent paying job. I also work full time and make about twice what he makes. Not that it matters, except that we both provide financially. He pays for $1,000 of our monthly bills and then also buys groceries about half the time. He also has a large child support obligation. I pay for everything else. I handle paying all bills, planning and paying for family vacations and couple vacations, handle both of our investment properties, and all of the issues that come up with tenant or repairs, etc. Anything that comes up, I handle all aspects of it in our lives. I always loop him in and try to make decisions as a team. He does help clean up the house and we do about equal chores. He doesn't normally spearhead anything, but if I ask for help, he normally will do so. He does not do anything thoughtful that he doesn't like to do. He will plan a dinner because he loves to cook, but doesn't bring home flowers or gifts or plan activities or date nights. For any holiday, he will only buy a present if I specifically send him a link for exactly what I want. For example, if he goes downstairs to get himself a drink or a snack, he doesn't ask if I want anything. I always ask him. I don't think it's something that crosses his mind. It's really hard for me to understand this. We are both in therapy and work hard to overcome triggers from past marriages and to not bring those issues into our current marriage. Blending 6 kids, mostly teenagers, is not quick or easy, and there have been a far number of challenges, mainly related to the expectations and negative consequences. Both of our ex-spouses cheated on us, and both are still pretty much horrible human beings. He hates confrontation, so avoids it with his kids and everyone else at all costs until he snaps. It is something we have been working on, and efforts have been made to change on both parts. He drinks too much, and a lot of our plans revolve around alcohol. He quits and starts again and sometimes makes poor choices when he drinks too much. For Easter, we had plans with the family and he was throwing up all day and couldn't participate, and I was left to handle everything. And that's the end of the frickin' story, folks. The title was Husband Says You Aren't My Mother, so I don't have to celebrate you on Mother's Day. And really the question here is, am I the astronaut for being hurt because he didn't do anything or because he said that? Hey, we're at 15 hundo, a 2K on the high bears right now. We're about to unlock that cake story. Hey, Crystal, Michelle, Frierson, Julius, Fly on the Wall, Goober, Julie, Denise, Pink, the Boss Bitch, Jenny, Peanut, Impickerel, Crystal again there, Pink, Goober, Jenny. Welcome to the God Shacket fam. Glad to have you. Mon. You guys are awesome. Greatly appreciate it. Nitrous Power, Amanda Nicole Newman. Thank you so much for that. This is one of those things that I'm disappointed for you in him, OP, because you have brought this up before. You have explained that this is important to you previously. And if there is one thing that is more important than any other thing in a marriage, I think it is fucking learn. If something happens and it goes sideways, fix it so it doesn't happen again. Everybody screws up. Everybody gets something wrong. But when you find out that it matters to your partner and discover that there is a better way that leads to the avoidance of these kind of problems, if for no other reason, dude, for less pain in your life and avoiding the problems that are happening here, why the hell wouldn't you do the thing that you know you're supposed to do that will avoid problems? Why wouldn't you? He's just not thinking of it. I don't understand how that's a thing. Like, why wouldn't you prefer for your wife to be happy? Why wouldn't you prefer to show her that you care? Why wouldn't you prefer to work with the kids to do these things? Why wouldn't you prefer that? And her explanation to this point is like, it's just not who he is. He just doesn't automatically think that way. It doesn't have to be automatic at this point because he's already been burned by it in the past. He should know based on experience, not because of default wiring. At this point, he knows better. He just chose not to do better. The whole "you're not my mom" statement is bullshit, and he gets the brozo for that. What a cop-out. And what a friggin' lazy-ass excuse. Also, if I may, sir, OP's hubby here, when you find yourself in a situation where you've screwed up, digging a deeper hole is rarely a solution. Lashing out and saying hurtful things, rarely a solution. It's not going to help your situation here. It's not going to help it. I mean, there's some of this that I understand. Like he doesn't facilitate doing specific things unless he gets specific instructions to do those kind of things. I understand part of this. And I can tell you when Caden Thunder is planning something and needs me to jump in, like I need specific instructions for those kind of things. There are things that I need specific instructions for, and we appreciate those specific instructions. That doesn't mean you should have to be told to get your wife Mother's Day gifts. You don't have to be directed on everything. Being a husband requires being a little bit of a self-starter. You have to not require management for every single thing that you do. You got to be able to think using your own brain cells. I know it's asking a lot. I get it. I get it. But to survive, you have to be able to think for yourself and learn. More importantly than anything else, learn from your mistakes and do not repeat them. He doesn't seem to give a shit about repeating them. Denise, but you are aware that you might need details. Yeah, for sure. Caden Thunder, you want to jump in over here? She does. Caden Thunder's got something to share with us, so she's gonna. No, just come on over. Come on. I could tell your face is like it's got words teed up, ready to go here. Weaponized incompetence.
I think that he has a much bigger problem with alcohol than she's letting on, because the things that she's explaining here, speaking from experience, he's not able to retain information and like change what he's doing because I in my experience, alcohol like doesn't allow you to learn those types of things because your brain is always concentrating on the next drink, on the alcohol. And so for what she's explaining here, like to me says that he has a much bigger problem than maybe she realizes or she's letting on. Because if he was too drunk or too hungover to participate in Easter, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's more than just he drinks too much. That's an actual problem.
Okay, so maybe the concern is a bit misplaced because it's not just about him as a person, it's about his addiction.
Right. I think that you cannot be a great spouse. You can't be a great partner to somebody if your first thought is about how much like alcohol or when you can get that next drink. And I think that
if it's a true addiction, then he doesn't control it. It controls him too. So it's like he's unable.
Yeah.
He's unable to do these things rather than it being a choice. He is unable because it's something else is overriding everything. And
I think that he probably wants to stop drinking based on the fact that she says he quits and then, okay, sorry.
What, is it magnetized pushing you away?
Because
I don't
so
understand.
Close to my bubble that it makes me feel like I have to like.
Well, I can move the microphone, but then you have to yell at it. So.
Okay. I have not been in this exact situation, but I've been in something similar, and it can never be a healthy marriage when one person drinks too much and the other person does not. It can never work in my experience. And so I think he would have to give that up completely because obviously he can't control it. And if you can't control it, you can't have it. And I think that he would have to give that up in order for this marriage to work. That's just my 2 cents.
The makeup of one person drinking too much, one not, doesn't work. I can't imagine it working any better with both of them drinking too much.
No, I'm sure that would just be more volatile.
It's just toxic at that point. Probably
when you're
more
trying
dangerous.
To carry the whole load of somebody because you're not just carrying their load like and cleaning the house and doing all the stuff that you feel like they should be contributing. It's like it's an emotional load that is a lot heavier than unless you're in that situation or you've been in that situation. It's really hard to explain. It's very heavy knowing what you want out of a person and them not being able to give it because there's this one thing that they want more. And so I think, and that's not the reason that we don't drink. That it's not that.
We just don't have time.
It's just, well, honestly, yeah. But we did like in the beginning and stuff, but this isn't about us not drinking. That's just my 2 cents on on alcohol in relationships. If you can't control it and it's controlling you, then you can never have it again. And that's just how I feel based on that subject.
So do you feel like OP is semi-blind to it, or do you feel like she's trying to make excuses and say that it's something else that she should expect from him, or is she just in denial?
I think that, and again, in my experience, I was in denial for a long time on how bad it really was, because if you admit that it's too bad, you realize you can't fix it. Because you can't fix that for somebody else. Somebody else has to choose to fix that for themselves. So I think if you deny that it's a problem and that he just drinks too much, then you don't have to face the actual problem.
Well, I'm sure
that was me for quite a few years.
I'm sure, being married to someone who is dealing with that and is not seeking solutions on their own is an incredibly tough position to be in, because you feel like it's on you at that point, right? To get them at least on the right path.
100%. Yes, you feel like you need to fix it, but you can't fix that, and I know that now. You can't fix that in somebody, and they will. And the person that I'm talking about did fix it, and they did reach out, and they did apologize and try to make right all the wrongs that they had done. But you cannot fix that for somebody else. They have to choose to fix it.
Yeah.
So I think.
So maybe she's just trying to focus on the things that she thinks she can fix. And maybe she knows how big of a problem it is. But it was, for as long as this story was, there's like 2 lines that discuss his drinking, right? So it even just mathematically, it seems percentage-wise here of focus that it's a side note.
Right.
Side note, he drinks too much. That might be the headline.
If you have to mention it at all in any way, shape, or form, it's too much. And that's again, this is just my feelings on it, having been in a similar position. If you make any note of somebody drinking too much, it's too much. And that's just how I feel. And I would never go back into a situation like that, because it's too much for somebody to handle. If you drink too much, you're putting too much on your partner. That's all I'd say.
Well,
I want to slow moonwalk out of
Nick
that.
Miller out of that.
Oh, I gotta go pick up.
Thank
Ava.
you
Bye, guys.
for the insight, Tater. Love you.
Love you too.
That's insight that I don't have. So I think it's very important to get that kind of perspective. And Angel, when it's affecting the ability for y'all to follow through with your plans, it's too much. For it affecting anything, I think it's obviously an issue there. I understand, not having control of that and trying to focus on the things that you think you can control. And that's tough. There's obviously a pain creates change threshold there, where at some point it's going to be enough pain for her to say, okay, screw it, I can't do this. It's obviously this causing the issue. So that's coming. It's coming. And there's going to be a ton of regret on his side whenever he finally does get there. But I think OP, you have to realize here exactly what Caden Thunder was talking about. You have to realize that a lot of this is beyond your ability to repair, and right now his. Until he takes some steps to break the chains from that, nothing else is going to get fixed. Suck. Sergeant Mack, when you start witnessing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, it's time to reevaluate things, and she might be already. That sucks. Obviously there's an issue for him affecting his family like this, and everybody is feeling it, not just her. And gets the brozo for what he said specifically in this instance, but y'all got some bigger issues here, much bigger issues, bigger fish to fry, and we will send all the positive vibes your way to get through this. Oof. Queen Bee, hubby is sober now 2.5 years. So happy for him. That's awesome. That is awesome. Kristen B says, just left someone for this very reason. It's hard, but necessary. Gosh, I've been fortunate to never have to deal with this in a relationship or with parents or family or anything. So it's, I'm sheltered when it comes to that, I guess. Oof. Hey, we are 200 away from the high bear goal here. So we're going to hit that here momentarily and get some Tony Spark up here. Ted's going to come up here and be like, speaking of drinking too much, you had a... Oh, gosh. He's like, too soon. Too soon. Okay, we'll go ahead and dive into our next story here. And after I get through reading it, we'll probably be there. All right. Hey, this is Dusty Thunder again with another Reddit story for you. This one comes from the AITA subreddit and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Not Wanting Mother-in-Law to Babysit Anymore? I, 38 female, and my husband, 39, have a 20-month-old, our only. We live near my husband's parents, and from the day our son was born, I was heavily pressured into letting my mother-in-law, 73, babysit. Heavily pressured, red flag on that. Some backstory on the mother-in-law. She's very frail, old, and forgetful. She has bad arthritis and can't open or close latches with her hands, including things like high chairs, strollers, baby gates, etc. She's also very stubborn and doesn't really listen to me. She will say okay, but then not actually do what I've asked. Not frightening at all with your 20-month-old baby. Early on, when our child was very young, she bumped his head on the table while holding him and made him cry. She also would put random things in his crib as an infant, which we all know is a big no-no. We did it when we were parents. Needless to say, I held her off for about a year, and it was not easy. Over the 8 months, I gave in and agreed to let her babysit 1 day a week. He's great at daycare for the other 4 days, and she's done many other questionable things. Pulls his arm too hard, doesn't change his diaper enough, doesn't offer him enough food, doesn't put sunscreen on him, doesn't use his mittens in the winter. He came home screaming once after she took him for a walk in 30-degree weather without his mittens, and his hands were bright red. These are all things I remind her of regularly when she's there. IWFH, I work from home, and she says, okay, but then she doesn't do them. Anyway, all of this was tolerable until recently when she opened our baby gate at the very top of very steep and narrow stairs that lead to a hard tiled basement and didn't close it properly on purpose because it's too hard for her to open and reopen with her arthritis. I told her this was unacceptable and very dangerous for our son, and she said, okay, but this just feels like another instance of saying one thing but actually not listening. Now I'm filled with anxiety whenever she comes over and want to have her stop babysitting altogether. I can't get work done when she's in the house because I'm constantly checking whether or not the gate is closed and if he ate enough, etc., etc. My husband says he can't stop asking her to babysit because it will break her heart. And I'm like, but what about breaking our kid if she leaves the gate open again? What do I say to my husband to get him to understand that her son's safety is more important than his mom's failings? Well, how about at what point does that change, hubby? Does our child have to end up in the hospital for you to finally be like, okay, yeah, what has to happen for it to be worth hurting her feelings to prevent your child's body from being harmed? What has to happen? How bad does it have to get? Because that's the gamble he's taking. That's the risk. He is gambling with the safety of his child. Maybe just say that. Which is more important? The physical safety of your child who can't fend for themselves, or the fucking ego of your mother? Which one is more important? Right now, he's choosing his mother's ego. Screw your ego. I'm not risking the health and safety of my child so you can feel good about yourself. If filling up your cup puts other people in danger, sorry about your cup. It's got a hole in it. No. And I get it. He doesn't want to break his mother's heart, but he has to understand the risk in the gamble that he's taking right now. You are not allowed to gamble with your child's safety. You're not, especially when it's for somebody's feelings. No. Mags, no, you don't get to feel good when causing stress. Yeah, and for you, OP, yeah, I get it. You can't be there because you're constantly feeling like you have to overwatch, babysit everything. And if you have interior cams, you'll probably just have one monitor up, switching between them, trying to see what she's screwing up next. You can never fully focus. If you can't fully focus, she's not babysitting. There's no benefit to it. It is just harm across the board. The only one receiving any kind of benefit from it is her. That's it. No. This is a veto situation. This is a 2 yes, 1 no structure. Your no is all you should have to say. Back it up with whatever you want to back it up with, but 2 yes, 1 no. Employ your no. Do it. Hey, 1860 at 2K, we're getting there. We are getting there in the high bear goal. She's not saying no contact. No, said, yeah, she's not saying like your mother is now excommunicado. That is not what she's saying. She's saying she can't watch our kid because she puts her kid in danger. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. Kitty Cat Conway says she seems to babysit often and yet no injuries. I don't know how often she is babysitting. And again, you're kind of taking the husband's mentality now. You're accepting the risk because nothing bad has happened yet, which by that logic means that you have to wait until something bad does happen before there's a problem. What? What? No. Gosh. No. Yeah, who cares about grandma's feelings? Who cares about hubby's feelings wanting to care for grandma's feelings? I mean, your kid's safety comes first. So the question, it's off the outline now. The question is, am I the astronaut for not wanting mother-in-law to babysit anymore? Hell no. Hell no, you're not. You are not the astronaut for prioritizing your child's safety over somebody's ego. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. Hey, Alyssa McFall, Branla, Conchetta, Megan, Yvette, Quinn, Sampson, Roxanne, McHale, Nabs, Mercy, Branla 85, Effie, Jerry Lego 4th, Heidi M, Denise Burkhardt, Inje Kung, Kelly Schott, Amber, Colorado native in Arizona, right? Brandy, Tony Spark, highly favored. Jen here, Books, Coffee, Tea, Chef Mel, Auntie Danny. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the love. Ray, see you there as well. Lena, Tannosaurus Rex, Adventures with Pam, Branla again there, Ray, Conchetta, Alyssa McFall. You guys are awesome. Lordy Jordy, hey there. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Anna, good night from Portugal. Thanks for being here too. Greatly appreciate it. Jen Collins, it's your birthday. Happy gosh heckin' birthday to you. We'll give you the B-Day love here. The dancing astronaut. That one on the screen. I don't have my astronaut costume on just yet. Just yet. Claire, this one's for you too. Okay. I'm triggering one more time. We're triggering it one more time, and then we're going to have this gift goal met, and we'll be able to thank some peeps doing that, and then we'll dive into the cake story and get Tony Spark up here, and then we'll get to the next story, and the next story, and the next story, and we're going to have all kinds of fun. It's going to be great. Heck yeah. Happy birthday to all of you there. Greatly appreciate that. Radiant Decay, happy birthday to you as well. Heck yes. Girl loves her whiskey. Good question. Not saying she's wrong. You agree with her, but would she feel the same way if it was her mom? I would hope, but then she would get to really feel what hubby is going through now. And I'm sure it's tough. I'm sure it might break her heart, but I'd rather break her heart than my kid's leg. Comes down to that. Let's give some love here. We got TLS Journey in the #1 spot. Sergeant Mac, Willow Duggarthy, Brooke Binkley, Julius, Mama Joe, Adventures with Pam, Branla, Junie B. Jones, Fell Hermit Fairy, Susan Arch Martin, and Leah Photography, plus some more there. Thank you so much. RJ McHale, Brooklyn Baby, Bay Fox, and East Moon, Tony Spark. We've got Bama Chef Mel, Amber L. Hickey, Mother of Cryptids, Taylor Dactyl, Hair Dye, Mackenzie Ford, MJ Newcomb, Jenny Gardner, Da Boss Bitch, Feigning 13. We've got Jackie A. Stoker, Denise Burkhardt, Megeth 91, Donna 12661, Mama Silver, Steph, JB, Monster, Tanya D, aka T, Heather Donegan, Ms. Pamela L, Anna Hartman, Be Cool 767, TF90, Kayla JM11, Jennifer 101873, Delulu 261, Brand Keithes, Impicaro, Cassie Harrelson, and Justina. Thank you all so much. Greatly appreciate the love. Took a village to get that one to happen there. The next one is going to get a Caden Thunder appearance, rocking and rolling. This music got a little weird, didn't it? It did. There we go. Back into a steady beat. Caden Thunder appearance on this next one. Boop. We're going paper cranes, y'all. Paper cranes. Pending that right now, and then let's do it. Let's get him up here, everybody. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen. Tony Starr.
It's Tony Starr! Oh my god! Is that Tony Starr?
Hi, everybody. Hey.
Are you the Tony Starr?
The. Wow, that's a lot. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Pretty good. Having a good day. Having a good Wednesday. Only a couple days away from the weekend. It's almost here. It's cloudy. It looks like it's going to rain, but it's supposed to be like nice and sunny. So this weekend, it's supposed to be like hot. It's supposed to be like almost 90 degrees on Sunday.
Great.
It's going to be.
Today we're moving on the debris of the dumpster.
It's going to be really nice. Hi, everybody. Hello. Wow. They're getting through that goal really fast.
Nice.
Yeah, don't forget to follow me. The last couple times I've been up here, I say don't follow me. Look, I've caught some heat. I've caught some heat on these lives. I've caught some heat in the VIP. People say I don't post. People say that I don't do anything on my channel. And you know what? You're not wrong. But I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to post content. I'm trying to remember to record things and do it. And so I did. I've been posting some videos lately. I've gone live. I've been going live. Well, I haven't, but Ted has. Listen, for those like 9 people who were on the live on Saturday, sorry. It was a very spur of the moment. It was a very spur of the moment live. It was, hey, why not? What's going to happen? And then Ted did some shopping. So there was that. Yeah. But working on it.
You got this, man. Was NASCAR this past weekend?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
I posted like 2 or 3 videos of NASCAR.
Oh, no, you had the...
I did 2 lives in NASCAR. I did 1 live last weekend at the lake.
You had the Aurora Borealis over the lake this past weekend.
Yeah, I did. I was really hoping that I was going to be able to see him Saturday when I was doing the live, but it was not.
No.
Yeah.
No shot.
Yeah. I know. I'm ready for sunshine. And somebody said they were tanning and the sun went away. I just want the sunshine. That's all I want. Wow. That's it. I just want the sunshine and the lake, and it's supposed to be like 90 degrees. Yeah, it was Diana's birthday on Saturday. I told her happy birthday. She was in my live. I said, hey, happy birthday. You want rain? We've got enough rain. It's all it's done is rain. It's rained for like 3 weeks. Yeah, because I don't trust you anymore with it.
We hit a gift goal. You want to thank them?
No. I mean, thank you, but I don't want to read the names.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that when you're done.
Yeah.
40 years of rain.
Yeah, it's literally rained. I mean, what'd you say? 80% of the days the last 2 weeks it's rained.
Yeah.
It hasn't stopped. Like right now, it looks like it's supposed to rain again. I don't know if it rained last night. Did it rain last night? This morning? I don't know.
Probably.
It's just raining all the time.
Basically, since last Monday, since the tornado, yes, it's raining nonstop.
Yeah. It's, but there's sunshine on the horizon. I think we've got rain today, tomorrow, and maybe Friday. And then I think it's good. Then I think like Saturday and Sunday, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be okay after that for a couple days, and I think it's going to rain some more. But then Memorial Weekend is looking like maybe a little rain, but it's going to be warm. I don't know.
Whatever happened to like April showers?
I know.
May flowers.
Yeah, we're getting like April showers, May showers. I'm over it.
April showers and May showers create a really
summer starts next weekend.
Yeah.
It's almost here. We did it. We made it through the darkness.
Mud. Yeah, there you go.
We made it through the darkness. It's almost summer. So don't forget to go follow at TonySpark_ and stay tuned. I'll try to keep remembering to make videos. It's lake season now, so I'll be at the lake almost every weekend. So who knows what could happen?
You're gonna be watching his tan.
Who knows?
Dress.
I can almost bet that there will be at some point some face from TikTok lives on the boat with my group of idiot friends. So
hey, and also
there's that.
We're taking the storm team for a lake day.
That is true.
What day is that happening?
We put that on the calendar.
June, can't remember what day.
27th, something like that.
Yeah, the storm team is going to be on the boat.
Yeah.
I'm on a boat.
So I'd be willing to bet that at some point there's going to be some lives with me and my idiot friends, or maybe just me in the water. I don't know. It's just, but you have to go follow me to be able to find out. So follow at TonySpark_. Bye, guys.
Tony Spark, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. Make sure you go follow, of course. Of course. We'll get some lovely thanks going on here. We got Bay Fox in the #1 spot there. TLS Journey to Boss Bitch at #3 spot. Sergeant Mac, Amberell, Hickey, Be Cool, 6767, Julius, Outdoor Girl, RJ McHale, Denise Burkhardt, Lil G Dog, Ms. Pamela L. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Anise Moon, Cassie Harrelson, Donna, and Mama Silver. Thank you all so much. Greatly appreciate that love. We're going to get, you've unlocked Caden Thunder. I'll get him up here after I read this cake story here. We'll do that right quick. And the next one that we're going to set up is going to get a spicy story. Oh, this is the spicy story. The 3 chili pepper spicy story. 3 chili peppers. Super spice. Spicy, spicy, spicy story. And candy feedback. That's a double whammy. This is a big one. I don't know why I'm talking like that. We started watching Outlander. I'm probably going to be refining that voice here. Okay, we are going for Tiny Dinies. We're Tiny Diny focused here. But first, I got the cake story to read. Then we'll get Caden Thunder up. And then hopefully we'll have unlocked that. Oh no, Jers, your T-Swift hoodie came in today, but it was too big and your mom took it. Hi, Yakin. Corianne, if you have an AITA story or any other kind of story that you'd like to submit, specifically for stories that you want feedback on quickly, definitely recommend posting those to the Dusty Thunder subreddit. The community there will jump on and get you quick feedback. Plus, it also puts it on our radar. If you only want to submit it for a chance to be read here, then you can submit it directly at dusty-thunder.com. However, fair warning, a large amount of stories come through there. There's no guarantee it's going to get plucked, blah, blah, blah. The Dusty Thunder subreddit is definitely the preferred way to go. So, rock and freaking roll here. We'll go ahead and dive into our cake story and see where we're at here. Outlander, yeah. We're how many episodes into season 1 are we? Yeah, 7, 8. We're around there now. My thought today after watching the last episode was, how many times is this girl going to get captured? Right? Like, she just runs from being captured. Yeah, just back and forth. I know there's like 6 seasons now. There's a long way to go. So we got a long way to go. All right, here we go. Cake reward story. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you. This one is a cake story. Why? Because we love cake. Am I the astronaut for asking my friends what flavor their wedding cake is? Is that offensive now? In 2024, can you not ask people what flavor their wedding cake is? Is that where the line is? I, 22 female, am in the wedding party of my friends. We will call M, 25 female, and Ro, 25 male, who will be getting married in about 2 months. I have been really excited. What? We detected an activity. It didn't ask me to do the puzzle yet. Confused. There it is. There it is. Puzzle. Gotcha. I've been really excited about the wedding since it'll be an opportunity for all my friends from college to get together for the first time in 2 years. Not to mention M and Ro are my best friends, or at least I thought they were. We have a Discord for all the wedding stuff, and they have a channel about food. They've been really good about being open about the food that they intend to have at the reception, including vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free options for everyone, and answering questions. So I didn't think there would be any contention if I asked a question. Anyway, about 4 days ago, I posted a message into the Discord asking, hey, what flavor is the cake going to be? I want to mentally prepare myself, LOL. I think looking back, my choice of extra words is what caused all this, but I meant it in the sense that I have a long documented dislike of chocolate flavored foods like cake or ice cream, so I added it in the event the cake was chocolate. I received a private message back that the cake would be chocolate and that if I had a problem with it, then I could shove it because it was their wedding, not mine. And I felt really taken aback by this response. Never did I mention that I would have been upset and certainly would have put up a stink about it. It's exactly like Im had said, it's their wedding. I explained it as much and tried to apologize for any offending I did, but she got even more defensive and started basically blasting me for implying that she was offended, and I was just left overall very confused. I am offended by you presuming that I am offended. I gave it 2 days before I tried to apologize again and smooth it over, figuring she may have just been having a bad day, but I got shut down again, telling me she didn't need my apology because nothing was wrong, and I needed time to stop trying to make it seem like shit was wrong between us and to just drop it. I texted Ro to see if I could gauge what was going on, since he and I have always had an open dialogue about things like this, but he basically told me he couldn't talk to me right now, and I have to imagine it's because Im told him not to. It's been 2 days since then. I'm basically just really confused. This whole thing has made me want to drop out of the wedding party and honestly not go at all. I wish Ro would talk to me and Em would be honest. I can't help but think maybe I just don't get how stressful planning a wedding is, and like maybe they've gotten pushback from other people on things and somehow it's being taken out on me. Or is it really a big no-no to ask stuff like this? I don't know. This is the first wedding I'll ever have gone to, so am I the astronaut? Generally, no. Generally, I'm going to say NTA here because I think it was an honest mistake. However, add some context onto this. You have a long track record of being vocally opposed to anything chocolate or disliking anything chocolate. You asking what flavor the cake was could have meant only one thing. They know that because they're your besties. So you were basically asking, is it chocolate and am I not going to like it? And that, yeah, it was chocolate. So they knew it was going to be something that you didn't like. Of course, that's what they want. It's their wedding. Yes, you agree with all of that. I think asking the question whenever it was loaded because they knew what it meant, you knew what it meant, even though it was innocent. That's probably why it turned into a bigger deal than it should have been here, because it was loaded with history, right? They knew that you weren't going to like it. You knew you weren't going to like it if it was chocolate, and that was the question, basically. And yeah, there may be other stuff going on. I do think that you dropping out of the wedding right now is probably just going to escalate things. It's not going to be a solution at all. I do think at this point, if you just ride this out, if you want to maintain a relationship with them, let's put it that way. Define your goal first. Do you want to still be friends with these people? If so, probably time to put your head down, keep your mouth shut, and survive the wedding. If you're willing to put it on the line, sure, drop out, but it's going to escalate things and it's just going to make things worse. So if they are stressed because wedding planning is stressful, and sure, just ride it out. And in this case, it's a like take your licks and just move on kind of thing. Angel, I mean, like, what was the point of the question? It's not like you're going to bring your own cake. Exactly. And they know that you don't like chocolate. You knew there was like a 50-50 shot it was going to be chocolate, and it's chocolate. So the question was basically, is this something I'm going to be repulsed by? That's how they took it because they know the history of it, right? It was an unnecessary question that they probably took much more seriously because it's a stressful time for them right now. So just let it die. Let it fizzle out. Let them forget about it. Move on from it. Every time you try to apologize again or try to ask somebody a question about it, you're reviving it to top of mind. Let's not do that. Let's not take a potential misstep that became a problem and keep bringing it up so that it's a problem longer. And let's also not escalate by doing something else like dropping out of the wedding that's going to be an even bigger problem. So let's just stop causing problems. Just let this one little innocent mistake, just let it fizzle away and everything will be fine. Generally an NTA, because I do think it was an innocent mistake, but I think you have to understand the context to fully get the possibilities here. But no matter what, Quit bringing it up. And she says it's fine. Let her prove it by just giving it time. Oy. Ellen, Sergeant Mac, I wish this was the extent of the world's problems. Yeah. Catching up on some comments here. Magic Drop. The added words were definitely a problem. If it wasn't added, I bet none of this happens. I bet it still does. Because they know her issue with flavors, period. But it made it worse. Yeah. Saying I'm trying to mentally prepare myself because that's like, yeah, it's for sure the question you guys think it is, which is why you got the DM, the private message afterwards. And it was like, yeah, it's chocolate. Shut up. Hey, Cassie, thanks so much for the share. Greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate it. Angel, I'll take your slice. Pass it this way. There you go. There you go. That's what they wanted. Like they were ready for it. And it sounds like if they hadn't answered that way, it would have been, they would have complained. Oh, yeah. This is all over cake flavor. Yeah, cake flavor. It's never just cake, right? Never. 850 at 25 hundo on the Tiny Dinies right now. We did unlock Caden Thunder, so I can get him up here now, and then we'll bounce to the next thing. Before I do that, Kirsty, Pearl, Mary, Max, A452, Julie Crable, Tony Spark, Nabs, Wasn't Me, Makisha, Sergeant Mac, Catherine, Donna, Adri, Branla, Wendy Taylor, Jers, oh shit kits. First gift sending through there. Thanks so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. Mother of Cryptids, Will Hoffman, Amber L, Hickey, Fane, AM Harlequin, Mother of Cryptids again there, Brandy Perkins, Jerry Lee Go Forth, TJ. You guys are awesome. Lily Adventures with Pam, see you there as well. Thank you so much. Let's get him up here, ladies and gents. The one and only Caden Thunder.
Ladies and gentlemen. Caden Thunder!
Hello? Hello? It's me. Is it me you're looking for? Oh. How's everybody doing? It's me, Caden Thunder. For those of you who are watching and do not know who I am, and you're wondering why I'm on a stream, I am Dusty Thunder's eldest boy. I am Caden Thunder. Hello. How you guys doing?
If it's chocolate cake, it's got to be moist.
Don't say moist. I don't like that word.
You got a problem with the word moist?
Yes.
What are the
Good
words
evening.
you have a problem with?
Presumptuous.
You have a problem with that word?
It's too presumptuous.
The word is too presumptuous?
Yeah. Yeah. Hello from Belgium. Hello from America. How's tell me some things, guys. What's going on in your worlds? Tell me about your lives. Tell me about your perception of reality and your point of view. How old am I? I'm 21. I'm 21 years old. I'm the Kendall Roy of the Thunder Crew.
Favorite cake?
Favorite cake? I don't know. There's a lot of cake, man. What? I don't know. You put all this stress on me now. My favorite cake. I like ice cream cake. I have that occasionally. I like cake. I like pie. I like pumpkin pie. My favorite pie is probably pumpkin pie. I love cake. I just don't eat a lot of cake. I eat cake on like occasions. But like usually I just like eat whatever's there. You know, I like whipped icing better than buttercream icing. I know that's a hot take.
What about angel food cake? Do you
I like angel food cake.
Angel.
I like devil's food cake. I like carrot cake. I like chocolate cake. I like vanilla cake. I like birthday cake.
You're really Forrest Gumping this thing up here, man.
Me?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Angel food cake,
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
shrimp cake.
What shows have you guys been watching?
Meat
Fill me
cake.
in. This is Caden's pop culture segment.
What shows have you been watching?
I've been rewatching Succession because I don't have anything else to watch. But Succession's one of the best shows of all time. Chat, you need to tell Dusty Thunder to watch Succession. because that show is literally. I'm waiting for the new season of The Boys. When it comes out, obviously I'll be watching The Boys.
What about the new Doctor Who?
Yeah, I watched a couple episodes. I'm not sold on it yet, but it's not bad.
Fallout.
Fallout's great. I finished it like 3 times already. Yeah, Succession, literally though, it's up there with Breaking Bad. It's like probably one of my top 5 shows of all time. It might be top 3. It's literally insanely good.
Well, we'll watch it.
Yeah, at some point, it's definitely worth rewatching. The Last of Us, fantastic. I have watched Once Upon a Time. It's pretty good. Sopranos is good. Great show. Legendary show. I love The Last of Us. I love the games and the show. I love Pedro Pascal.
El Camino.
El Camino. Oh, that's the movie set after Breaking Bad.
Oh,
about Jesse. Shameless is good. I like Shameless. The Maestro, I thought the Maestro was good in Doctor Who. I liked the second episode better than I liked the first episode. I cannot handle the space babies thing. That threw me off. I was just like, I couldn't take it seriously. I tried. I really did. But the second episode was much better. The Beatles one, I liked that one.
Did you get into White Lotus?
Yeah. I told you to watch White Lotus.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, no, I told you to listen to that song. No. White Lotus is fantastic. I can't wait for season 3 because it's going to have Walton Goggins, who's the ghoul in Fallout. Yeah, they're making a season 3. It was pushed back for a little bit because of the writer's strike, but they're filming it right now. So that's going to be exciting. I talk with my hands a lot. Why do I do that? So, yeah. Spoilers. The Bear, it's great. I need to watch season 2, but it's great. I've seen From. From is great. Not enough people have watched From. That show is great. I need another season of that too. Quick. Baby Reindeer, I haven't watched that. Should I watch that? I haven't watched Yellowstone either. Yeah, I don't know why I talk with my hands a lot. I'm Dusty's son. Yeah, I'm Dusty's eldest son. I'm 21 years old. I have a dragon tattoo, before you ask, and a butterfly tattoo, and this is a horseshoe. I'm not in a fraternity.
No lightning bolts yet.
No, I don't know if I'll do the lightning bolts, but, I could. Who knows? My name's Caden. It's normal to talk with your hands? Yeah, I talk with my hands a lot. Sometimes I do, and then I get self-conscious about it, and I put them right here, and I'm like, hands are going to stay right here. I'm going to tuck them in. I watched all of True Blood. It was pretty good. I didn't like the ending.
True Blood?
Yeah, True Blood,
Suki. Wait, I need you to go inside, Suki. Suki. Why are you with Eric, Suki?
I kind of liked Eric more. Eric was better. Eric, actor, what's his name? Alexander Skarsgård. He's in Succession. Watch it.
Nice.
Yep. Great. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you back to Dusty Thunder, the star of the show. But I know you all love me very dearly, and I appreciate it. I haven't watched Bridgerton. I've had no caffeine this week, actually. I know I've seemed very animated right now. I don't know what's wrong with me, but
It's not a bad thing.
I don't know.
It's not bad. It's a good thing.
I'm extra tired today, too. I don't know why I'm talking so much. I can't really stop. I'm just on a roll right now. I love Game of Thrones. I've watched all of that quite a few times. I need to watch Bridgerton, but I tried and I didn't like it, but I'll get burned on the stake for that. So I'll give it another try. I promise.
Just try Outlander instead. And we'll, baby step you into it.
Maybe I'll watch Outlander. For now, I'm going to keep watching Succession. Yeah, I loved House of Dragon, too. Umbrella Academy was also good. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Caden Thunder.
I don't know how he's not my child.
Yeah, Candy Thunder, every time he opens his mouth, says, I don't know how he's not my biological child. They have a lot of similarities. It's funny. It's very, very funny. Yeah, I think if we stick with Outlander as like our show, which we only get time to like watch maybe one episode per night. One. And then I always say, let's just watch 5 minutes of the other one. And every time we end up watching the entire other one because that's how it goes. But with us being on season 1, there are 6 seasons. We could be watching it for the next few months and still be there. So it'll be a while before we can have another show to watch. We'll start a poll when it comes time for that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Start the poll. We're at 1350 at 25 hundo to unlock the spicy 3 spicy story and Candy Thunder feedback. And for now, we're going to dive into our next story here. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder once again. We have another Reddit story for you from AITA again, and this one is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Charging My Roommates a Clean Air a Clean Air Fee to make things more fair? Clean Air Fee, okay. Hello Reddit, I don't usually use this website, but my roommates told me to post it on here in hopes that some outside perspectives will help us settle the situation. Hence the brand new account. The three of us live in a 3-3 and split cost equally 3 ways. For the most part, I have a slightly bigger bedroom, so I pay a bit more than my other 2 roommates in rent. However, at the moment, I feel like I'm putting more work into maintaining the environment that we should all get to enjoy, and that I should be compensated fairly for that. I have over 100 different houseplants throughout the apartment, including shared spaces like the living room, that I spend hours every week and thousands of dollars caring for, purchasing, and maintaining. My roommates have commented on how pretty some of the plants are, so I know they appreciate having them around as well. Obviously, the presence of these plants contributes to the cleanliness of the air that we breathe in our home. With so many plants in the house, our home air quality is obviously superior to those without houseplants. And my faith isn't cooperating today, folks. Words are hard. Okay, we got that out of the way. With so many plants in our house, our home air quality is obviously superior to those without house plants. And with COVID and other air quality considerations, it's basically like having an in-house HEPA air purifier. But the plants are natural, so they're even better. Because I've put so much money and so many hours of work into these plants, I feel that my roommates should contribute to that financial burden by paying what we would call a clean air fee. Something reasonable like $25 a month from each roommate would really help offset the cost of things like fertilizer, new pots, soil, etc., and the time I put into taking care of the plants. I think this is an incredibly fair agreement for my roommates, as they get the benefit of living in a house with organically clean air and not doing any of the work. They think I'm being unreasonable and selfish. I told them that I would be willing to compromise and not charge them a fee if they would hold their breath between the front door and going to their bedrooms, which isn't even far. It's not like we live in a huge apartment. Oh, you're serious about this. So they aren't breathing the plant-cleaned air that they aren't paying for. They think that's stupid, but have yet to propose another reasonable compromise. So I think it's pretty clear who's being unreasonable in this situation. So basically, that's where we're at. I'm the one who everyone gives rent money to, and then I write the check to the landlord. So if we don't figure this out by the next time rent is due, it's going to be a problem. How can I get my roommates to see or understand my side of this? If you're looking for unbiased opinions here, asking the question, how do I get my roommates to see my side of this, probably puts a bit of a slant on it, doesn't it? Also, you don't get to fill the common spaces with things that you care about and then try to charge other people for them. If I were your roommate right now, I would be like, actually, we're going to charge you more for rent because your plants are taking up the majority of the common areas. You have chosen to fill the common areas, which should be equally accessible to all. You have filled 100% of these areas with surfaces that things can be put on with your shit. So you'll be paying more. That was a you choice. We didn't have any say in that happening in the first place. Also, tell you what, you keep your bullshit. Roommate and I are going to get a HEPA air filter. And that will be our thing, okay? And then you can have your thing. And then actually the HEPA air filter says that it is good for 1,600 square feet, which includes your bedroom. So we're actually going to start charging you as well. You don't get to just impose your wishes upon other people. Also, you already had the plant. It's not like you were pitching something new. You can't do something and then try to charge people for it. If you were pitching this as an idea for an organically clean air initiative and said, hey, let's do this, what do you guys think? That's different. They didn't get any input on this. You live together. You're just imposing your rule on them. Yeah, you're the asshole. How big of an asshole are you? Let's talk about that for a moment, shall we? Hey, Rebecca Barrett. Welcome to the Gut Shacket fam. Glad to have you here. Also, Tony Spark, Liz Rose, Elizabeth V, Tina Shawzy, Pink Nails, Book Doreen, Amber L. Hickey, Susan R.S., Linnea Salyuk, Erica Lynn, TLS, Random C, Trin, Carabites, Michelle Heather, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Peggy Wheelie DeJard, Lily, Miss Fiery Repic. You guys are awesome. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, there is some Delulu going on there. I'll give you that. We'll go Delulu on this lady. I'm going to go out on a limb, pun intended, and say this is probably her first time living with other people. She's like, well, they breathe the air and they even say that these things look pretty, which I'm also going to go out on a limb and say that some of those might be backhanded compliments because it sounds like three ladies living together and that's the kind of thing they would do, right, Caden Thunder? No, never mind. Yeah. Well, they're breathing the air, so I should charge them for it. Okay. What?
Ross.
Oh, Ross. Yeah.
You guys can chip in for filter.
Yes, yeah, chip in for that is a very Ross move. And they told him to shove it, didn't they? Good gravy. She is Ross, the boss bitch. Yeah. Wonder if those over 100 plants fit into a room. Yeah, that's a thing too. Your roommates could jump up here and be like, "Hey, sorry, that's not going to work. Plus, you aren't allowed to fill more than 33.33 continuum % of these spaces with your plants. So you're going to have to figure out something to do with the rest because then you would be taking up more space. And unless you're interested in paying more for taking up that additional space in common areas, find another place for them. And if they did that to you, they would be the assholes to you, right? Well, you're doing the same effing thing to them. For me, I don't think you're evil. I think you're probably just inexperienced, maybe a bit delusional. This will be a learning moment for everybody. I'm glad that your roommates told you to post here because you have this view where they're being completely unreasonable and even ended this with, how can I get them to see my point of view? You can't because it's delusional. Okay. I understand the sentiment behind it, but there are several reasons why this will not work. And actually, if anybody should be paying more, it should be you. So you might want to keep your mouth shut about that whole thing, eh? This person doesn't need roommates. Yeah. I mean, that is definitely the direction that it's going. Hey, Cassie, Catherine, thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate it. Drea, see you there as well. Silver, Julie, Dana Wise, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. Also, Tina Schalze, Allie, Nels Book, Darlene, Jane Liz, and A.M. Harlequin. Now, members of the Gosh Hecked fam, courtesy of Lady Stormfly. Thank you so much for that. Destiny, Lily, Liz Rose, Cassie Harrelson, thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate that. Also with the shares, Kelly Piart, we've got MDS, Kelly again there, Jers, Mary Francis with the shares. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. I'll open my window and tell her I'm welcoming free air into the space. She's got to check. She's got to pay for that too. The whole, you guys can just hold your breath between the door and your room or whatever. Like, you can't be serious. That can't be serious. Oh man, that's rough. That's rough. Plants should pay rent too. They are living things, right? But then if somebody's got a cat or something, it's a whole different, this can get crazy complicated. Oh. By the way, words are hard. That would mean they're not allowed in the common area. Yeah. She's trying to, this is not going to end well for you, lady. Just drop it. Drop it. You might also have to cut down on some of the plants you have in there. How would they know? You can just tell her you're holding your breath. Even just somebody just asking you to hold your breath. It's like, just by principle. Yeah, I wouldn't even pretend because I'd be like, that's making you think that this is reasonable somehow. Like I refuse. I freaking refuse. You know what? I'm going to bring home a giant 6-foot fucking cactus and I'm going to plant it in the middle of the living room and then I'm going to hand you a bill. Is it any different? Is it any different? And now, if you walk through that room and flatulate, do you then have to pay more? Because the plants have to work harder to clean that dirty air, right? This is dangerous. The cactus, just giant thing. Just plop it right there. Yeah, that's an AskCon 2 for me. You are the asshole. And I would highly recommend dropping this and apologizing to your roommates before they run out on you and leave you in this place where you're going to have a really hard time finding another roommate. Why? Because they're going to walk in and see a jungle. So unless you find another plant lover / obsessed person, that is going to be difficult. And even then it's going to be difficult because then if you find another plant lover, then it's going to be they want to put their stuff in there too. You're going to have to give up some room. There is no happy ending to this for you. The what?
The comments are telling OP that plants don't actually filter the air, and they really don't do anything for the oxygen. House plants don't.
So the comments, the Reddit comments we're informing her that the plants don't actually clean the air, which is even better. So not only is she arrogant enough to present this and pitch it and try to charge people for it and then come to Reddit and ask purely how she can get them to see her side, but was also just wrong on her pitch, period. Wow. This must be really embarrassing for you, OP. Yeah, I'm leaving you at a 2 because I still don't think you're evil, but you probably need to apologize for this and walk it back. Walk it back. Walk it back. Walk it back. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into the next one. Meanwhile, we're at 1726.25 hundo. We're still bebopping along here. And that, as a reminder, is the 3 chili pepper spicy story and Caden Thunder feedback. Is this one of those jaw-dropping ones that was like almost too spicy for us to read? Or was it's well within our wheelhouse, it's just incredibly messed up?
Yeah. It's tit for tat marriage. Playing games.
Playing games in a marriage.
Being punished because she didn't stay home.
That always ends well.
Yeah.
Always. All right, here we go. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder once again with another Reddit story for you. This one is from the AITAH subreddit and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Throwing Away My Husband's Father's Day Gifts After What He Did on Mother's Day? My husband and I have 2 kids, 6-year-old boy and 8-month girl. He told me for 2 weeks leading up to Mother's Day that he had an entire weekend planned for me. This is not normal, but there have been years in the past where I did complain and feel hurt because he didn't really do much of anything for me on Mother's Day, but I always went all out for him on Father's Day, and I just felt unappreciated. So I think that he finally understood where I was coming from and was going to make it special for me this year. I quite literally only asked for a massage, and he repeatedly said that he couldn't just give me a massage because it wasn't enough. So, I don't know. At this point, I'm truly thinking this man went all out. Anyway, Friday rolls around and a bunch of people start showing up. He invited a good 10 to 15 people over. I think I knew 2 people. He called it the Mother's Day bonfire. We had a fire all right, but I was the one who chased the kids around all evening, my 6-year-old while holding the baby, and some other person's 2 kids because they weren't watching them, and quite literally no one spoke to me. Okay, so he threw a party with his friends for himself, called it a Mother's Day barbecue, and or Mother's Day bonfire, and you just ended up having to work harder the whole time. Cool. I wasn't acknowledged until the very end of the evening, and that was by my husband's buddy who told me he was stealing my husband to go out 4-wheeling. It's like 11 p.m. at this point, and everyone except me was drinking. I said my husband wasn't going anywhere. I even said this to my husband, you're drinking, you're not going anywhere. He took that as, I need to find a DD and then I can go. So he asked the neighbor to drive him around and took off with everyone. I'm extremely hurt at this point because this was my promised weekend, and I got stuck with other people's kids, wasn't spoken to at all, had a mess to clean up, and now my husband is taking off. I explained how hurt I am the next morning. He says he gets it and apologizes and says he just had too much to drink and wasn't thinking clearly. Okay, I get it. It's whatever. We didn't do anything Saturday because he spent half the day sleeping off a hangover. Well, yesterday rolled around and his boss called him at 6 a.m. and asked him to come to work because they were short-staffed, and he said yes. So I expressed hurt and said, but it's Mother Day. Mother Day. So I expressed hurt and said, but it's Mother's Day. And he says, I know, I'm sorry. I just don't want to pass up the opportunity for more hours. I get that too, so whatever. He gets home at 5 p.m. and starts getting the kids dressed and ushered toward the door. So I'm thinking we are finally going to celebrate. We ended up going on a walk. I love walking, but 5 minutes in and he's complaining and has us turn around because of the black flies. They weren't even bad. So again, I'm disappointed. When we get back home, he lays down on the couch and says, oh, your gift is in the truck. So I go down and it's a $5 storage container for sugar and flour. I do like stuff like this, but I'm so hurt at this point. I asked him if I could at least get a massage, and he said, I'm sorry, babe. I'm just so tired. And fell asleep around 8 p.m. when he usually doesn't even go to bed until midnight or 1 a.m. I just sat there crying. I took the 3 gifts that I already bought for him for Father's Day and chucked them into the trash can. Personalized items that cost me more than I want to admit, but I don't even care anymore. He found them in the garbage this morning and asked me what they were and why they were in the trash covered with food. I told them they were his Father's Day gifts and left it at that. He's now saying that he tried to make my weekend special and that he's hurt by my throwing away his gifts to retaliate against him for it not turning out to be the way he wanted it to. Am I the astronaut for throwing his gifts out and being upset? Nope. 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 Alan making a big push for us to get the live goal there. We are at 54% and climbing. Got the goal 600K. Tappity, tappity, tap. Hell no, you are not the asshole for this, OP. Wow. He cannot blame the formation of the Mother's Day bonfire with all of his buddies on drinking too much, because that was done, that was premeditated. And so he knew what was going to happen at the end of the night. That's why he invited his buddies over. They were going to go 4-wheeling. This was premeditated. You can't blame premeditated things on drinking too much. The drinking didn't happen till later, sir. No. He actively gives no shits. And only this only became an issue for him whenever he found his stuff in the trash. Suddenly he cares. Sorry it didn't go off the way I wanted it to. Well, no, it went exactly how you wanted it to. You didn't have to do jack shit except for have a party with your buddies. Cool. It's kind of like we had Father's Day weekend on Mother's Day, is what it feels like, isn't it? So you know what we should do for Father's Day? You'll get a chance, sir. You'll get a chance to make up for this botched job of a Mother's Day weekend. You get a chance. You get a chance to turn this around. You quite literally did what you wanted to do this weekend. So on Father's Day weekend, it's all on you to make it Mother's Day weekend. There's the fix. You care, prove it. Because you've only proven the exact opposite to this point. What you've proven, your actions have said, I give 0 shits. In fact, I give negative shits because I'm going to do stuff for me. You got 2 options, fix it or don't. I think you know what lies on the don't path. So what you going to do? It's up to him, right? It's up to him. But I do think OP, because we have one of these to deal with, I think you got to spell it out pretty clearly and explain to him that from the outside here, or pretty much to everybody else in the entire world, it looks like he threw a Father's Day weekend on Mother's Day. And let him know what it's going to take to fix it. You can. I mean, a lot of times in this instance, I'll be like, look, the work of figuring out what it's going to take to fix it is on him. It needs to be on him because that's part of the problem. He needs to learn to think for himself and it not be, thoughts of buffoonery, but actually be something along the right path here. So you give him as much help as you want to in the nudge to a solution here, but he has to make up for this. Otherwise, he is just cementing the fact that he gives 0 shits about you. I'm sure he appreciates the convenience of of not having all the problems that would exist were you not there. I'm sure he appreciates that convenience. But appreciating you as a person, we're a long way from that. And you, at this point, OP, have to create some boundaries and have to reinforce them and say, no, screw that. Your shit's staying in the trash because that's how you made me feel. Like trash. I suggest you fix it. That stuff is not coming out of the trash. Damage is done on that. We are at 1977 to 25 hundo on this spicy story goal. We want to hit it. We want to read that story. We want that story. Clara, she's not his mom. She shouldn't have to tell him how to treat you on Mother's Day. She shouldn't. Definitely shouldn't. But at this point, she knows it's not going to happen unless she spells it out, right? He knows he's screwed up right now. And that's step one. And I would say it's going to be, this is a teach him to fish kind of moment, right? Letting him figure out how to fix it himself is the ideal situation. You might have to offer some help if you want it to resemble anything like what you actually want. As long as he is taking that information and actually using it and learning from it, that's something. But this goes back to the story we read earlier, right? It's if you have been told this once, you can never make this mistake again because you will not have an excuse. And he doesn't this time. They have kids. They've been together for a while. They have a 6-year-old and an 8-month-old. He's had a long time to figure out what this means to her and what not to do. Plenty of time. Yeah, I do. She asked for a massage and he said, no. Yeah, you're right, Tarai. Yeah. She specifically asked, yeah. Well, and leaving it up to him. But, okay, so at this point, she definitely has to let him know how badly he screwed up. And I think she's done that. I think it's on him to figure out how to fix it now. Now, if she threw out, you had Father's Day on Mother's Day, it only makes sense to make Father's Day Mother's Day. That at least gives him some time to prepare and to make this thing right. And that would be the ultimate test. So it's up to you. It's up to you how much help you want to give him here. But he's, you're in TA. He's a brozo. Man, you know, whether or not it was evil is kind of irrelevant right now in this scenario because of the way he chose to make you feel. And on a weekend that was supposed to be about you, no shit, had a bonfire with his buddies and then went four-wheeling. That's ASCOM 1 behavior, sir. You could fix it. You could fix it, but it's going to take some work. And more than anything, it's going to take some brain power that you really got to muster up here. Really got to muster up. Say Wickles, I highly doubt he is aware enough to know what's in the trash. He found it. He found it. Yeah, in the story, he found it, and that's why he said that he found them in the garbage this morning and asked me what they were, and why they were in the trash covered in food. I told them they were his Father's Day gifts and left it at that. He's now saying that he tried. Yeah, now he's like, babe, I tried. I want my stuff. I tried. Radiant Decay, I'll never understand how someone could treat the mother of their children this way. Yeah, well, it's someone that they love and are married to and, you know, is their partner in life. 24, 51, and 25 hundo. Oh, shite, we're going to get there. Did he fish it out of the trash? It doesn't say. I wouldn't have let him in her position. I would have been like, hell no, you're leaving that shit right there. Right there. Yeah, this was a him weekend. I can't just do the massage. I got to do something much better. Like a party with my boys. All right, we hit the tiny goal. We get to do Spicy Spice and Caden Thunder feedback. Heck yes. We have, in the #1 spot here, TLS Journey. Then AK Mannery, Amaral Hickey, Mother of Cryptids, Animal, Anise Moon, Julius, Bay Fox, Brooke Binkley, Alicia Reed, Candy Thunder, Adventures with Pam. And then Bramla, 85, Fane 13. You've got Catherine Slate, AM Harlequin, Tony Smart, Susan R. Smart, Not That Ellen, Wendy Taylor, Jenna Tuatha, Taylor Dactyl, MJ Newcomb, Lil G-Dog, Denise Burkhardt, Ali V, like Alivu, Janice C, Tanya D, aka T, Lil Zilla, And those I's and the L's together, you know. Good stuff. Mama Silver, Kutane Mom, Prep Girl, Busy Olda, RJ McHale. We've got Jersey Amor, Bren Keithes. We've got Fatty Turtle. See, Turtle, Tony. It was serendipitous. Tony's got a turtle story for you. A&M Bracker, T-Rex Williams, Trex Williams, Cassie Harrelson, Joyful Stranger, Mama Jen, Amanda Chaudry, Trin Bender, Julie Crable, Sakura Willow, and Bridget, Dixie Bell. Thank you guys so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. Well, greatly appreciate it. And also, the spicy is heading your way now. Okay, next one we're going to do, we'll unlock a cake reward story. We have another cake reward story. We are going for donuts. Donutties. All right. Let's get into it. Screen tap music for sure. Get that beat going for you. We should do that sometime. Just play music and see how high we can get the likes goal. Like the tempo can increase and then have little breaks in it. Then our VIP group just becomes a commonplace for carpal tunnel. I think Tony Spark just caught the tail end of that one. Okay, here it is. The spicy. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with a spicy Reddit story for you. This one is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Ruining My Wife's Birthday by Disinviting Her from a Theatrical Performance She Was Looking Forward to because she chose a weekend road trip over staying for a crucial household responsibility? It's complicated. Just based on the length of the title, this seems a little complicated. My 30 male, wife, 31 female have been together for 5 years in total. She works from home and I work from the office. I was sent by my team across the state lines for a week and was set to return on Tuesday. Now, this weekend was extremely crucial for one of us to be there as the landlord was sending over professionals to get the vents cleaned out. Currently, the temperatures are fine and we don't need AC, but soon we will. Also, the next time the professionals will be available through the landlord will be several weeks from now, and by that time, summer will have already rolled in. I had requested my wife to stay put on the weekend I was going away because the landlord was doing it free of charge, and if we were to have professionals ourselves, we would have to pay a couple $100. It's important for us to get the vents cleaned since we turn on the AC. One day there was a terrible smell, maybe a rat died in the thing, and we quickly closed them up and have since been opening the windows. Timeout. No, I'll tell that story later. I was out of state assuming the vents were cleaned out. When I returned, my wife said that she was invited on a road trip by her girlfriends and she couldn't say no as she hadn't seen them in a long time. I was furious for being so irresponsible. I told her, fine, the extra cost for getting the cleaners now will be deducted from her fund money account. We have 3 bank accounts, our two individual accounts for fund money and 1 joint account. She absolutely refused, saying that I get to go out and have fun and beers while she works from home and deserves an outing and didn't think of saying no. Edit. We both had agreed she would supervise things and she never let me know that she went out with her friends. I never gave her orders. Okay, so this was a mutual agreement. And then when she went out with her friends, he only found out after the fact. But this was an important job to fix and I wanted her to act like my partner for once. This caused an argument, but no resolution, and she kicked me out of our bedroom. This made me more mad than her refusal to pay in full or staying home. I felt emasculated for being kicked out of my own goddamn bedroom, and that too for 3 nights. Her birthday was also coming up in a few days, and I had managed to score some tickets for a musical theater performance in our city. They're fairly exclusive, and she was looking forward to us going, and she's a big fan of what they were going to be performing that night. I disinvited her, and she flew into a mad rage. I told her that this is her consequence for what she did, prioritizing a road trip and kicking me out of our room, and didn't do, staying home for the professionals and agreeing to compensate from her fun money account. I instead extended an invite to my other friend who happily accepted, and we went. Oh, okay. Even on her birthday, she took the time and effort to dress up and presented herself to me and casually said if we are supposed to leave by now. It's almost as if she forgot what happened, still thinking I wouldn't go through with what I said I'd do. I shrugged my shoulders and said she was delusional for even thinking that. I left the house with her looking paler than ever. It was oddly satisfying. When I came back, she was crying, but still looked like she was seething. She screamed at me for ruining a birthday over a few $100s and said she can never forgive me for what I did. I reminded her she kicked me out of our room. How can she expect me to be nice to her? And that I was glad to know she was miserable all day. Did I go too far? And here to give us some insight on this is the one and only Caden Thunder.
Oh my God, it's Caden Thunder!
Step up to the plate there, madam. I've pushed everything back so you can get closer without feeling like it's in your bubble. There you go.
Look at you taking care of
I'm
me.
learning.
For me, it's ESH, but he sucks way fucking harder than she does. Sorry. He's more of an asshole than she is. Let's just edit the first one out.
Wow. He's got more powerful suction.
I said what I said, and you guys know what I mean. You're not her dad, dude. You don't get to dish out consequences because she messed up. And she did mess up. She agreed to do something. She didn't do it. She should have just communicated that she wasn't going to be there to the landlord. He could go in without her there. Like, I don't see why that would be an issue. They just needed their vents cleaned out, which it is gross. If you get an animal that dies in your vents, it's terrible. It's gross.
We've had it happen.
Yeah.
It was a snake,
It was disgusting.
like a long ass black snake that had chased a mouse into the vent and died. They both died right there.
I don't think what she did was for tit for tat. Like, it feels like what he did was to teach her a lesson and to punish her like she was a child, not an adult. I think she had an opportunity and did it and didn't think twice. And she did mess up because she agreed to be there for this specific thing. Like, that's minor asshole behavior. But him saying that he got some kind of, what was his word?
He was oddly satisfied.
Yeah, that he was satisfied by the fact that he made his partner feel like shit on her birthday. To me, that's divorce. Like, that, I'm not coming back from that. If you're oddly satisfied by making me feel like shit, like, I don't think you can come back from that, because that's just kind of disgusting.
That's a Black Jack Randall kind of shit right there.
You kin? I don't know how they say it, but it's really cool.
Why? Here's my question. Why did she feel like she couldn't tell him that she was choosing to go out with her friends? That's
Well, I mean, based on the way that he wrote this, to me says that he didn't give her a choice whether or not she was going to be staying home. He says he didn't, but landlords have like keys. Like, if they had to come in and fix something in our office,
you don't have to be.
We
there
don't have
for
to
it,
be here for them to come in and fix something in our office.
As long as you approve it, yeah. I mean, you could have easily said that.
I mean, she did agree to be there, but it something else came up. She should have communicated. Ask on 3. Move on from that and fix the problem. But go ahead.
I would agree. Sorry. I started jumping a couple. I was interrupting you.
Halloween, if you feel differently, that's your opinion. We're up here giving our opinion. If you want to find the story on Reddit and read it, go right ahead.
We don't expect anybody to agree with us ever. Everybody is going to have opinions are like assholes, right? There are a couple of things that I think signal how their relationship structure is. And that, in the beginning, he gave her orders, right? Gave her order. Well, he said that he didn't. It was a mutual decision. However, when you presented it to us, good sir, it was very much presented as I told her what to do.
There's a reason you edited your post to tell everyone that you agreed.
Because you were getting ripped apart for it.
Yeah, you made it look like you told her what to do. That's how it was written previously before your edit.
And then reinforced it when shit hit the fan by trying to dole out a consequence/punishment. That does not help your case here. Those two things definitely signal a how your relationship is structured or how you do things. And there is definitely not a team balance approach going on here. It's an everyone sucks here because of a breakdown in communication. I think her not telling you was intentional, because you would have flown off the handle if she told you before the fact. If she asked for forgiveness rather than permission, because otherwise she wouldn't have been able to go do this thing with her friends. There probably was another option, whether it was bringing in a friend or a relative or somebody to sit at the house when they were supposed to be there. There were other options there. The imbalance in the way that you approach this is in a very controlling way, and that's what doesn't help your case here. And
No, and I think
the
that
cherry on top of all this shit is being satisfied and happy to see your wife miserable on her fucking birthday.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone is disagreeing that the wife should have communicated that that other plans came up. I think that everyone is in agreement that she should have said something. But I would never, like, if you said you were going to do something and didn't do it, my first instinct would not be to treat you like a child. And your first instinct would not to be, you wouldn't want to see me hurt because I messed up something.
No, but the difference is in a teamwork kind of approach, it would have been both people finding a solution together in the first place from this when there needed to be a modification. Yeah. Whenever you got invited out on a once in a lifetime girls trip, it would have been, okay, who else can we get to cover this?
Right.
That would have been a conversation between the two of us. And then let's say that fell apart and we still didn't get the service that we needed to get done after the fact. You and I together would find a solution for how to move forward from it. It would not be lopsided at any point in time.
No, if something came up, you would be my first call. Like, I would be like, hey, this is an opportunity. Like, I really want to do this. Sorry, I keep drifting off screen. He's using his leg to, like, herd me back into the rug. You just communicate to your partner. And whether or not we don't know the answer if she didn't communicate because she felt like she couldn't, or she didn't communicate because that's who she is. And that's the part that we don't know. That as it stands right now, she's a 3 and he's a 1, in my opinion, because
he got there at the end. Yeah.
The oddly satisfying remark was what solidified. Like, that's when he slid into 1, and not everything I say is. No,
it was because I had said something previous to that. It just got us started in the wrong direction here. And then it was like 4 things in a row were said that could be taken the wrong way. And I'm there. My brain is in the gutter. I'm sorry. It's a communication theme overall. He acted like a much bigger asshole because he's doing it maliciously.
Right. And if you go, I feel like if you try to punish your partner because they've upset you in some way, like that is not a marriage. That does not a marriage make. Yeah.
And kicking him out of the room is just engaging in battle. Yeah. You know, it certainly didn't make her less of an asshole, but that is when they're trading blows at that point.
Right.
I think when you start being happy to see your partner miserable, there's obviously a fundamental problem in your relationship.
Yeah, I think if he felt that way by making her pay for something, he thinks that what she did was directly to hurt him. And so he was like getting back at her for hurting him directly. It doesn't seem like that was her intentions, but honestly, we just don't know.
Nope.
But I don't.
Yeah, all we have is what's in front of us and our previous life experiences to apply to this, right? So
I would never treat you like this, and I know that for a fact.
I appreciate that. And I would never treat you like this.
There it is.
I appreciate that. Now do what I goddamn tell you.
That would so not go over well.
I had so many things I wanted to say, but it's probably better that I don't.
Mary, it is ESH means everyone sucks here. And it just means like both parties in the story were assholes.
Yeah, it's not healthy. Not healthy at all. The title of the story was...
Bye, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Caden Thunder. Mwah. It's a long ass title is what it is. It is AITAH for ruining my wife's birthday by disinviting her from a theatrical performance she was looking forward to because she chose a weekend road trip over staying for a crucial household responsibility. I would just keyword search theatrical performance. Or maybe theatrical and crucial. Those two together would be good. Thanks so much, Kristen. Greatly appreciate that. Has been It's been a journey. It's been a journey. Very much so. 355 of 5 hundo on that donut goal to get another cake story. That's that. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. Melissa, I know. Every time I look at her, I think the same thing. Like, how is she so gorgeous? But don't tell her too much because then she'll realize that I married up and then... That's my wife. My wife, everyone. Really nice. Okay. We'll dive up to the next story now. That was a rough one. It was spicy, and it is a complicated story. It's not easy, and obviously we're only seeing his side of it. But typically, when you hear one side of it from when we hear one side, that person's side makes them look better. His side made him look pretty bad. So what would her side look like, right? Hey, Catastrophe, Mary, Melena, Wiley, Kylie. Heck yeah, with the feather flock. You guys hit the likes goal too? Heck yes, you are awesome. And I'm going to get some thanks in here real quick. Samantha, TLS, Catastrophe, also cool name. Jackie or Jacques, Julius, Darlene, TLS, Crazy White Guy, Overkill, TLS, Lene Salyuk, Lady P 95, Tipple Millennial 94, Milena, Megan, Erica Eternal Typical. We got you again there. Peggy Willie Desjard, Tony Spark, Fatty Turtle, Branla 85, Mary, Deborah G, Sarah Hope Scroggins, the Effulgent One, Alicia Reed, KYA, Katya, KYA again there, Tila Smith, thank you so much, Shannon Mungau, Fetty Turtle again there, Julius, Tiffany TLS, you guys are awesome, Dee Dee, I saw you up there as well, Amanda Cherie, Darlene, Moon, Catastrophe again there, Mama Gets Fit, Jackie, Wiley, Kylie, you guys are great, thank you so much, greatly appreciate that. Still at 430 of 500 on the donut goal here. I'm going to jump into the next story here, 458. I can read one more, right? I can get one more story in. I can do it. All right, we got this. I got the thumbs up from my bosses here. I can read one more. You able to read the last story? Oh, there's a debate about which story I'm going to read. Luna Rose ESH is everyone sucks here. Callan's doing well. Kai. Doing well, thank you. How are you? You can rest the thumbs. Yes. You guys did awesome. Yes. You guys did an incredible job getting there. And really, we were to like the last quarter of the stream when y'all took that mission and ramped it up too. So heck yeah. Y'all are awesome. What story you want? 5? Okay. The selected story has been rendered here. Okay, here we go. Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with another AITA story for you from Reddit. This one is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Not Inviting Girlfriend to a Group Event? Lately, my girlfriend hasn't been going out with me and my friends. She stopped attending events with my friends after feeling unwelcome at a wedding where the bride ignored her. I didn't confirm or deny her suspicions about my friends disliking her, but they indeed prefer my ex. That friend group from the wedding I've known for 20 years. My ex was a part of that friend group as well, and my ex fit right in. My girlfriend is very introverted and serious. She comes across as standoffish, though she's actually quite sweet. I like to joke and say she has RBF. She doesn't smile much and she's very pretty and comes from money, so she's a bit of a snob. Well, that doesn't help. I'll invite her to a barbecue and she'll pop up in her Sunday best. Meanwhile, everyone looks like they rolled out of bed. Our social differences are becoming apparent, but that's not my main concern. Recently, my friends came over. We had planned on going to an amusement park and then a bar. It was 2 couples. I figured she wouldn't want to go, so I didn't bring it up. Ooh. Before they left, one of my friends got us all some takeout. I also figured my girlfriend didn't want to do takeout, so I didn't put an order in for her. Ooh. My girlfriend, again, eats very healthy. When I came back from my plans, she was upset, saying that I didn't consider her feelings, but I did. I asked her to go with me plenty of times, and she's declined if my friends were coming. She said she was mad she had to cook lunch while we all had takeout, and then she also was the one who had to clean up after they left their takeout containers on the table, and apparently one of my friends was a messy eater, and she spent 3 hours trying to figure out how to get stains out on the rug. I would have cleaned it up once I got home, by the way. I didn't expect her to clean up after my guests. She said she was going to be home all day, so did I expect her to just sit in a dirty house? And that I probably wouldn't have cleaned it until after the day because I'd be getting home late. She essentially said she felt like the help and said it would be different if I met up with them, but I invited them over. Nobody talked to her. Nobody asked her anything, yet they left trash for her. And then when they all came back, nobody even remembered how they left the house and that she had to clean it. In my opinion, I feel like she's complaining about something insignificant, but what do you guys think? Was I wrong for not inviting my girlfriend when she has said no every other time? Also, I don't know what she expects me to do with my friends if she doesn't want to be around them and they really don't like her. Am I the astronaut? This is not an easy situation, but there is an easy solution. So, you essentially took action action without talking to her first. And that's where this got hairy. I would say you are under an obligation to either continue asking her every time or get to a point where she has created enough of a precedent, like you say she has now, where you could assume that she doesn't want to go, but you still have to ask. Not every time, but it would need to be something like this. Hey, friends are looking at doing something sometime in the next few days. I'm assuming right now, because you have said no the past 20 times that we've gone and done something, that you do not want to go to any events moving forward with my friends. Are you okay with my assuming that you don't want to go? And then if you do, you can let me know and we'll change things up. You just made the decision to take that precedent and start applying that to everything without giving her the choice. It's because her choice was taken away. Yeah, she probably would have said no. Yeah, she probably wouldn't have eaten the takeout. But because her choice was taken away, she felt excluded because she was excluded. Does that make sense? If you're going to start making decisions for her, at least get her permission to start making decisions for her. Right? I feel like that's the right move here. I feel like that. Yes, she has been excluded, and yes, she's done that to herself to an extent, but he's still under an obligation to ask or to get carte blanche. But I feel like that has to be a conversation. I feel like he screwed up. I feel like he did screw up here. And when we got to the end here and you say, in my opinion, I feel like she's complaining about something insignificant. I hope we're the only people you're saying that to. I hope you didn't come out and be like, I feel like this is insignificant. Or say that this is a silly thing to get upset about. Because we know those are, that's how you end up chewing on sock. Julie, also, who lives a complete mess and after not including the significant other and then treats her this way. Yeah, it's not great. It's not a great look, OP. I think the more important question for you here is, are you willing to endure a relationship that is completely siloed from your friends? Are you ready? Are you okay with that? Are you ready to live a life like that? Is she? Because right now it's already creating some complications and you have to communicate through them. And again, this was another communication problem. It's always a communication problem, but this was a big communication problem because there was an assumption made without that prior communication. And then leaving the mess didn't help your case at all. Again, a communication thing. If you plan on cleaning up later, say, hey babe, don't touch that, please. I will get to it whenever I get back. Easy peasy. It's not hard to do. But leaning, you just left, so she assumed she's got to clean it up because she didn't want to just walk around it all day. The siren was a paid actor at me. Yeah, it shows up often. Settle down, police car. Sounds like he didn't think about her at all. But I understand where he said he did. He did think about her. He did consider her feelings. He did think about how she would react. He did think about how she would probably say no. He just did it for her. You start taking choices away from people and they feel boxed in, right? She felt powerless because she was powerless because you took her choices away. You think he's still on his ex? The friends were. The friends still are. The friends are definitely still on the ex. He did think about it. He just didn't, that's tough. He thought about it. He just used those limited thoughts and made an assumption with him. Ellen, damn, I know the dude's a brozo, but he doesn't deserve to be arrested. You're right, we definitely should give him this. It got worse and worse and worse here. We unlocked the freaking cake story. We'll have to start the next Wednesday stream with that. But Chef Tila showing up big time there with the donuts. Heck yeah, thank you so much. Also, TLS Journey, heck yes, Blues Clues, Wiley Kylie, Julius, Fatty Turtle, Branla, KYA, Crazy White Guy. We've also got Adventures with Pam, Christine Glazer, AK Mary. Can you save me on number 12 plus, please? And also, as we close out here, hey howdy, Sherry Medic, Ed Dyers, Valerie Shadowcat, Catastrophe, Typical Millennial, Ty, Weaponized Mogwai, Steve, Hartsy Fartsy, welcome to the Gosh Heckin' fam. Uh-oh, Tony, I closed your app. Never mind, figured it out. Adventures with Pam, Christine Glazer, aka Mary A.M. Harlequin, or M. Harlequin. Is that how I should say it? Cerulean Queen, Candy Thunder, Mungao, Sarabella, A.Eyes, Jackie A. Stoker, Erica Eternal, October Moon Night, Tony Spark, Taylor Dactyl, Jersey Amor, Lil Zilla. I was trying to see if there was like a Lila or something at the end. I just want to make sure I'm not screwing it up. I feel like I am. Overkill Mill, Mortuary Alex, Amanda Cherie. We've got Milena Bianchi. Melina Belanki, Andrea Hernandez, Alicia Reed, Mommy Gets It, Magic Gin 3, Carrie Harrelson, Lene Saluk, Nanette Diaz, and a folded one. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate the love. Also, Barrow and Dan, Nina Baby, Valerie Shadowcat, Catastrophe, Kitty Cat, Typical Millennial, Adires, C. Larson, Wiley, Kylie, welcome to the Gosh Second Fam. Heartsy Farts, you as well in the Gosh Second Fam now. Layla, Sophia, Christine Glazer, Karen Jordan, Moon, AM, Harlequin, Wiley, Kylie, TLS, Karen Kaufman, Nina Baby, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Weaponized Mogwai, greatly appreciate that. If I've missed you, I apologize, only because I have a limited amount of space there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. Greatly appreciate all the love and the interaction. It's always a great time with you. We'll be resetting to VIP live here in about 10 minutes. So if you're a new member of the Storm, jump back to the profile here in about 10 to 15 minutes, and you should see that we're live there. So we'll see you here shortly. Greatly appreciate you being with us today. And again, if it was your birthday today, earlier this week, or later on this week, we're going to get some happy birthday love for you up on there again. Sap, you just got the notification? Wait. From TikTok or from SMS? Hey, Miles in chat. $45. I'm almost there. Getting there. Grace, you didn't get any notifications. Bob, are you signed up for SMS notifications? Yeah, Angel, it shouldn't. I mean, as long as... Miri, are you subscribed with SMS? Yeah, we did go through the time change. You got your text today, cup of tea. I got my SMS today as well, but I didn't Sunday, so it's weird. Yeah, Discord is definitely the most reliable. If you have a Discord, definitely recommend jumping on there. Typical Millennial, no, you'll have like the Storm badge next to your name that you see on a bunch of other people. That's how you're in VIP, at least on the TikTok side. The YouTube side is different. Discord link is in bio. Yep. Also, it's on Linktree, which is linked in bio. Yeah. If you have Discord, definitely go check that out. And we do have SMS notifications. They're not exactly 100% right now, but we're migrating to a new service over the next month. And then they hopefully will be 100%. So you still can go ahead and go sign up for SMS if you're not yet. That's at dusty-thunder.com. Check that out. Yeah, Jenny, this is part of the happy birthday music. You were on TikTok VIP and never got anything? Peggy? Well, that sucks. App notifications. You don't automatically get notifications just by being a member of VIP. Yeah, TikTok won't do that for whatever reason, and we have no control over that. But we do publish reminders in the Facebook VIP group, and we push people to, yeah, it's the lightning bolt TORM thing. Yeah, that's the badge for members of the VIP over here. And then at dusty-thunder.com, you can also sign up for the SMS notifications. And that's not just VIPs. That's anybody can do that. Night pans, that's no worries. No worries. You can actually just search it up. You can search it up and go find it that way. That's probably the easiest way to do it anyway, because we can't send links through TikTok Messenger. It's not link friendly. All right, VIPs, we'll see you soon. Everybody else, we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for being here. Greatly appreciate you. Have a great week. I'm not going to be able to get rid of that voice.